Have we got everyone?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool. So, can anyone, especially seeing as Andy wasn't here last time, can anyone give us a brief rundown of what happened last
Nothing
time?
happened to Fisheye Larry.
Nothing.
I mean, he got a fisheye.
Fucking, there goes that joke. Immediately out the window.
Well.
You guys kept the fucking cat thing going for weeks. Oh, for
I think it was months.
Wasn't even.
It was genuinely months because I didn't know until I saw the session notes.
It was 8.5. We got to 17, so 18 weeks probably, give or take.
Something like that.
Oh,
I mean, that wasn't all that happened to him.
Okay, so what broad strokes happened, not just to Fisher?
We went to Brighton, Dover.
Dover, you fool.
You did not.
Brighton, Dover, what's the difference?
Quite a lot.
About 100 miles.
Yeah, see, no.
we found some accounts that suggested that Lazarus had been funneling money secretly to a shipping company based in Dover, guys.
Who? Lazarus? What?
Lazarus, it's the company that had stolen Bridget.
They're the people who kidnapped the person that we rescued.
You know that mansion you guys blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that party
up
we
as a
were
strong-
on.
But burned down. We did not blow it up.
Yeah, whoa, come on.
Just started some explosions. Didn't
No,
it?
If
as we drove
anything,
away,
it
I
was an
detonated it, I'm
implosion.
pretty sure. Pretty sure he detonated it as we drove away.
That distinction is actually really important. There's like 20, 30 years of prison term in that, so you know.
I wasn't there, so it wasn't me.
Alright, busmaker.
You were just complicit.
I didn't know what was going to... I thought you were just going to leave quietly.
When has that ever happened?
You didn't know
No,
as
you
we
are lying.
as we built it together.
Wishful thinking.
I thought the C4 was for a light display.
Yeah. I thought it was just
Well,
a
it was
funny
pretty
shaped
cool light
firework
display.
that you set off inside. And then there's no building. It's fine.
Surrounded by innocence.
Okay, so you went to Dover because you found out through some amazing accounting skills that Lazarus was funneling money to a shipping company based down there by the name of Blue Rose, and then you made contact with a local street gang leader by the name of. Don't remember. I do.
His name.
I remember playing pretty hardball with him, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't. No idea.
That was a guy named Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw, there we go.
I knew it started with an S.
Okay, so yeah, broad strokes. You return to the Four Roses. You guys basically just got a time to sort of debrief and sort of take in what happened. Whilst Doc tended to Larry's rooms and other stuff, Larry was kind of out of it. The rest of you guys went through that desk. You went through the some accounts which were found there, and you found out about Lazarus funneling money to a shipping company down here by the name of Blue Rose. They also found out that they also remembered astutely. Was mentions of a Project Alder, some sort of secret Lazarus initiative based in the English Channel, which they thought might have some sort of connections. So you guys,
Weird obsession with names orientated around plants.
and that's totally on purpose. It's all part of the grand plan.
Dude, we can't all be named after parasites, Mr. Grub.
Perhaps
Or,
not parasites.
or curries.
Or curries. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, the curry gag was a good one.
The curry
Right,
gag does
Mr.
not sound like a good idea.
Yeah, curry gag sounds like a bad time.
Or a great time for Mr. Smith.
Oh yeah.
You also found some of those in the desk. Which
Oh, yes,
Wilson
which through-
is
Keen detective abilities, we determined they were potentially some form of code.
sample code, which Wilson's still working on, back at the Four Roses. So yeah, you guys made it down to Dover, and you made contact with a local street gang, leader of which is a guy named Crenshaw. It's a very small-time operation. But you managed to sort of intimidate / impress him enough that he's agreed to help you out with a view to like future business dealings.
Yeah.
So
The word bottom in your code,
Where?
he's there.
right in the middle. Bottom.
Oh,
Where you want 1T?
Oh yeah, bottom. Nice.
Guys,
Good
we
find,
cracked
good
it.
find.
exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Not only that, we've cracked it. Like, actually, we can now find out who the Zodiac Killer really was.
Exactly. Let's fucking go.
Wait, the
Right,
word
yeah,
her
the
is
whole
just
time.
plain text in the top left.
Her bottom.
Ah!
That's all the Zodiac
know,
wanted to say,
it's
just
wide
her
open.
bottom.
Must be Theresa May.
My god.
Someone's gonna have to take one for tea.
Oh,
feel
I've
it
got
weak.
weird fetishes. One of
What?
them's probably for Theresa May.
Oh god.
I bet it's disgusting.
So yeah, it's so they said so his sort of second in command, as it were, Dion, is going to help you guys break in to the docks later this evening.
Terrific.
Is his first name Celine?
No, that's his
You do
sister.
not know.
Can I ask him?
You can. You did
No.
when you were there, and he just.
I did ask about his name, and he said don't ask. But I want to
He's-
now. I now want to know if his first name is Celine.
He says, I don't know you well enough, mate. Drop it.
I'm just gonna nudge Grubs in the ribs and say, that means yes.
Who's given that kind of tone to Grubs? The giant 7-foot Russian.
Because-
Yeah, also, given the height of my character, that means yes! Did he hear me up there? I can't even tell. Yeah, probably.
His first initial is O.
Hmm?
Perhaps his first initial is O.
Odeon.
Odeon.
Nice. That's quite good, actually.
Oh Dion. Oh Dion. So yeah,
Oh!
he said he would
Sam
meet you
only
up,
just... Yeah, Jesus.
at about midnight there. So you have about the evening to sort of get prepared if you were going to do anything for it. Larry, you have spent the last few days in a sort of drug-induced haze, and you're not really sure on the particulars of what's happened. The guys have filled you in on the broad strokes of what has happened. Can you roll me some? Let me just think what this would most likely.
Street deal, yeah, fine.
No, not on this occasion. This is gonna be.
Has anyone been awarded any like points, any IP or anything?
Yes, that's a good point. I have been meaning to do that for a little while.
Ooh!
I did mean to do this at the end of the last one, but everyone's in a bit of a rush.
No, but anything in anything for a long time.
In
Your defense, Andy, it's because you're bad.
Now, crack it in there.
It's not really in
Fucking
his
got him.
defense.
Fucking got him.
So we did. Oh no, we haven't had one since the. Okay. So Trip, for your sort of.
Oh, excited.
Because you're doing a lot of sort of disguising and sort of bluffing your way past guards last time. You get 1 in perform. Actually, sorry, no, never mind that. You get 1 in disguise, which is in technical skills.
Even better. Because that's a stronger base stat for me.
Shade,
Yeah.
you get because you were the wheelman last time. and everything sort of went off without a hitch. You get 1 into driving,
Yeah.
and also 1 into electronic security, because you had a bit of fun sort of breaking into that Humvee last time.
It was a lot of fun. And then we sold it.
Oh yeah, chopped it up. Larry, sorry, not Larry. Fish, Doc gets. Not gonna work last time. Oh yeah, Doc did that fucking bullshit. What were you using in the fight in the last fight, Doc?
There's a lot of wind coming from you.
That'll be the fan. That's probably doing that.
Sorry, Ed, what?
In the fight with in the mansion, what were you using? Were you using your pan gun?
Oh, I used the cannons off of the ones we put on the decks first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then after that, I was using my pistol.
Okay, you get 1 into handguns and 1 into heavy machinery.
Heavy machinery or heavy weapons?
Heavy weapons.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Can we just give Grubbs like a wanton murder skill?
Yeah, but he capped that out a bit quick.
Pretty good at that.
I'm a fucking dead shot with a pistol, boys.
You think good? I mean,
I was 6 in handgun.
I just remembered you capping someone in the head, like the last person, and like killing him instantly. That's what I remember from that
I
fight.
also remember this.
He did very well. Mr. Smith.
Yo.
You can have 1 into accounting. If you're
Fucking
You
yeah.
did some good accounting skills.
Of course, man. I know how to cook books.
Both literally and figuratively.
That is also true.
And who did I miss? Larry. Yeah, Larry.
You did
Larry's
alright.
gonna get.
A punch in the throat.
No, he's gonna get a
2 punches in the throat.
plus 1 to his boxing.
Sick.
Also, he can deal out the throat punches.
So he can punch. He punched a
Makes
lot of
sense
people.
now.
How's bait? Actually, and let's see. I'm debating demolitions, but you just blew up a bunch of civilians. You threw a grenade into a crowded
I
room.
mean, those people definitely were demolished.
I mean, yeah, fuck it, why not? You have 1 into demolitions
Where is demolition?
and technical skills. Even though you took like a lot of damage.
Sweet.
That's everyone, isn't it?
Plus 10 to Pizza Hut, please.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Pizza Hut now rolls 20.
Fucking hell. Such high level Pizza Hut.
I'm just
Actually,
waiting for
no,
us
Larry,
to
you
order
can
some
get,
cyber pizza.
And Larry's really good at it.
Larry can get a plus 1 to Actually, Larry gets a plus 1 to endurance and a plus 1 to swimming.
Ooh. Lol.
Now, Larry, can you roll me?
I can't. I need to find endurance and swimming first before you.
That's body skills, top right.
Right.
Can you roll me human perception with a plus 3?
Human perception with a plus 3.
Yes. Okay, Larry. You wake up out of your sort of when you woke up you just sort of like dragged yourself out of your room and the guy sort of like intercepted you, got you some food, and then like filled you in on the particulars. You've only just made it back to your room to try and like get into some sort of semblance of feeling human. You have a wash and you look in the mirror, and one of your eyes looks a bit different. Notably, the one that you have a cyber eye looks a bit. The pupil looks a bit bigger and slightly less seeing. If anything, you would say it looks more like an actual fish's eye. And when you lean forward to sort of inspect your face after that, you realize, you sort of put your hands up to your face and you feel something on the sides of your neck, and you realize you've got gills now.
I've got gills.
Yes.
Why do I have gills?
Specifically, if you look into your cybernetics, you'll see that you have saltwater gills.
I have saltwater gills. Why do I have saltwater gills?
Yeah, why do you have that? Take a wild guess.
I know Doc Grubbs did it.
I mean, to be honest, no one else has the skill.
But
I mean, you did pay for it.
I maintain, why do I have gills?
It's what Dice told me to.
We did roll
He
dice
literally
against a
rolled it
cat
on
alarm.
some
Yeah,
dice
it was
to see what you would get.
Yeah. Much as I hate to agree with the big man, he's not wrong.
Oh.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. At least it was thematic.
That is true. We could have cut off your penis.
Yeah, so you've got your cyber eye is exactly the same, except it looks like an actual fish's eye now, and you have saltwater gills.
Oh. Well.
So yeah, there you go. You got those now.
Oh.
Which is, I'm quite pleased, because that was like, if there was ever a time to get saltwater gills,
Well, we're in Nova.
Right
whilst
before
you're
we're
over
going
at the
to-
docks, this is probably the time.
Yeah, this is... Yeah.
Huh.
Cool. So yeah, it is the evening before your infiltration to the docks to see if you can get into the Blue Rose Shipping Company's warehouse and get a bit more information and find out what the fuck's going on.
Get into the where?
Into the docks. You want to find the Blue Rose Shipping Company's warehouse, which has been guarded by Lazarus mercenaries that you've been informed, and find out what the fuck's going on there.
Is there any way we can source some breathing masks?
Don't we have gas masks in the van?
You have gas masks, yes, but they're not like.
Oh, they're not like scuba things. Okay.
There's like things that Obi-Wan has from like episode 1.
Yeah. That's my
you could
favourite
possibly
Star Wars.
find some, but you don't know if you'll
It's
have
out.
time. You ask around at Crenshaw's boys, and they don't really have anything like that. They're a bit small time.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, we brought 5 kilos of C4. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah,
Literally everything.
And we've got a fishy boy now, so he can do all the swimming stuff.
have got a fishy boy.
That is true, I'll give you that one.
We only brought 5 kilos of C4 and 32 grenades.
It's got a lot of explosives.
And haven't you
I have a
woven
gas
them into a
grenade.
vest of some description?
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a threat of weaving them into a vest, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was when Doc Rob was trying to intimidate Crenshaw.
Yeah.
But he never had to use them, admittedly. He just stayed underneath his coat the whole time.
Yeah, otherwise there'd be a much smaller party.
Alright, I mean,
Bike going past the ridge.
we're all healed up, aren't we?
Yeah. So yeah, everyone's, for the sake of ease, everyone has normal, uninjured. They're back to normal.
We already was.
I don't think I've ever been injured. No, I got lightly stabbed once.
My character might still call me up the fuck from the last fight of. Oh no,
Come again.
I'm fine. No, because I wasn't on the last session, so I was thinking my character sheet might still show me in what.
No, Ed fixed it last time.
You are no longer about to die painfully.
And you're also no longer about
Human.
to
Drown.
drown. Yeah,
Unless it's freshwater, in which case you're fucked.
Oh yeah, you'll die like instantly. Yeah.
Not instantly.
Nah, like instantly.
First time you
Like
try to
dissolve.
breathe, yeah. These dissolve. Oh, shit, man.
Yep.
I mean,
My
I feel
understanding
like,
of salt is limited.
I mean, take it as you will, but I know saltwater crocodiles can survive in fresh water, but not in the reverse. So does that mean saltwater gills work in fresh water, but not the reverse?
Yes, it does.
Wait, I thought saltwater things couldn't survive in freshwater.
I mean, I think the fact that the game has given us two choices means that they're
But
I think
separate.
I would say you could get an additional. You could get like an installation in like an upgrade to your gills that would let them work in freshwater, but you haven't
That'll
got
teach
that
you to
yet.
get eye gills, mate. If you'd have got an and guilds, like, you know, you'd have been fine. You could have just downloaded free software, but, you know. That's the problem with Apple.
Yeah, no.
Mm,
Pay for the base skills and then you have to get all the adapters.
Yeah. Really?
That's how they get you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just you wait until the cable breaks, well, they'll get you.
Oh, yeah. Nightmare.
I mean,
And then when
Freshwater
you need
gills
to go
are-
in and get them repaired, they say, well, you got them wet, so we can't.
You got your gills wet. The warranty is for you. Oh,
Yeah, they got one of
Jesus.
them little tester strips in there.
Yeah.
So what do we actually know about the docks? Apart from the Lazarus
Where
are
boats
guarding
come
them.
So you guys did a little pass of it yesterday, and you saw there is basically just a standard sort of like security chain link fence. There were some security cameras that you could see, but Dion has assured you that he knows a spot where he can get you in. And you know that basically it's basically like rows of warehouses. The one on the end furthest away from you being the Blue Rose warehouse. It looks about the same as the others, a very big warehouse, but you weren't able to make out too much of it. But the Crenshaw and his boys were able to tell you that it does have suspiciously high level of security compared to most of the warehouses.
What about it's right at the end, right? What about the one directly next to it? Do we know who that is? I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier to break into an unsecure one and then like drill through adjacent walls. Actually, do the warehouses share a wall?
Unfortunately not, no.
How far away is the gap between the walls?
About sort of 10 meters.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Just to
Scratch my
allow
idea.
Yeah, it's to allow for heavy machinery to get in between.
Damn it.
Do we want to try and get on the
Drilling
roof
equipment.
at all?
We could get underneath.
Is there a crane?
I say, I reckon I could probably
There
build
are
a,
some cranes on the docks.
Let's go operate some cranes, guys.
Yeah.
This is where...
That sounds like it will not go wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have skills in
literally.
operate heavy
Okay,
machinery, so...
are the cranes like just kind of public, being used by all the like all the cargo? Yeah, just anybody who wanders by. No, like all the cargo bays and warehouses and stuff, or like what's the deal with the cranes? Do they look tied to specific docks and stuff?
Okay, yeah, so I'll give you a brief. sort of
Please
overview.
explain in great, like ludicrous detail the shipping operation and exactly the regulations that they comply with. Now, these ships, I assume they are operating under British shipping law.
You would assume so.
Is
would
there a
not.
cyber
Which I
shipping
am
game?
intimately acquainted with.
Yes, as I should say, I have never studied British shipping law.
I imagine most of it don't hit other boats.
A lot of it, but also a surprising amount of it is other stuff that I know nothing
Let's
about.
just steal a boat, and then we'd have a boat.
He's got me there. That's pretty good.
I mean, we don't actually have a boat. We've got.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to justify hanging around at a,
If we stole a boat, we'd have
docks.
What if we had high vis,
a boat.
and then it'll be fine.
That is true. High vis is our stealth kit, so let's get some people high vised up. I think.
I mean, it's sort of your style.
Wait, do we know if there are
It's-
any
yeah.
empty warehouses
Ooh,
Oh,
that we could potentially be
We
viewing?
could rent and go and view, and then we could set up a drilling rig underneath and drill in. Yeah, I just like the idea of an unorthodox entrance.
Or we could just steal a boat.
Or steal a... How is a boat going to help us?
Just
Warehouse
let
is
me
not
have
in
a
the
boat.
sea.
How is not having a boat better than
Yeah,
having
nah,
a boat?
you know what? You've convinced me.
Do we have enough C4 to make the warehouse be in the sea?
Or
Do
do
we
we
have
have enough
enough
C4
people
to
to
build a
make the
raft
boat?
out of?
I mean, you don't have quite enough to build a raft.
Okay, I'm glad he answered my question first.
What was the other
Okay.
question?
Then we need to go and get enough C4 to build a raft.
Yeah, are there any empty warehouses kind of on the same road in the same kind of area? You know, any of them with a "to let" sign?
To let or not to let?
That is the question. Yes.
I feel like the cranes would be the best idea.
I think the crane
Crane
is
is
a
good.
solid backup plan. Because if we can find like a good reason to just be on site anyway,
Then that's.
then we don't
yeah,
need to use the
yeah.
crane. But
I mean,
we
high
might
vis and
get to
wander
use the
onto a
crane anyway.
That's also still pretty good.
What if we got a boat and then the crane lifted the boat up and then dropped the boat on the warehouse? And then we'd be in the warehouse.
I
Okay,
mean,
it feeds into my idea of unorthodox
yeah,
entrances.
we could
so
drop a
I'm
boat
in.
through the warehouse.
What if we can only get like a dinghy?
C4.
I approve.
We're going to use a
We wouldn't-
crane to drop
We
a
wouldn't have
bomb
to
on
be.
a warehouse.
We
I
wouldn't
mean.
have to be on the boat. We could drop a boat through the warehouse. That'd be quite a distraction.
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm so
That'd
sorry.
be very-
We dropped a bomb. I mean, a boat.
Motherfuckers. Oh no.
Okay. So, basically, oh, don't do that. There's- Okay. So that's motherfucker. So that's a little road going down there. Can we see that?
Oh yep. Okay.
Yep.
The line above it is the chain link fence, which heads
Best
all the way
kind
there.
of fence.
I mean, it's a very good fence.
I like it.
There's a little gate here, which seems to head into the docks sort of property and so on. There's a few gates that you were able to see down here, which lead on to sort of the docks proper. This sort of, you see this sort of square in the bottom right. This
yep.
is sort of like the very edges of sort of public property.
Mhm.
Everything above there and to the left is sort of docks property. So the one at the very end. Oh, fucking cunt.
Steady on.
No, it's on a Mac, so every time I try and swipe left, it with two fingers, it goes, oh, you want to go back, don't you? Oh, that's great. Let's go. Let's take you to the last page you were on.
Ed, always swipe right. You can always undo it later.
So so this one is Blue Rose on the far end. So you were. So what was the question from before? The one that's next to it.
Yeah, well, are any of those 5 like vacant, so that we could maybe try and just look like we're viewing? Because we have our slick estate agent in Mr. Smith.
Unfortunately, yeah, no, all of them seem to be taken.
Bastards. So where are the cranes?
Yeah, so they are sort of on the sort of docks themselves. So they are about here and here. Those are where the cranes are.
Hmm.
I think we might just have to go with the crane plan.
What a shame.
I pick up boat with crane and drop out through roof, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, which one of you and Trip is better at heavy machinery?
Me.
It's very confident.
Yep.
You might be right, I don't know.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I thought the seagulls would have been very thematic.
It literally, like, I did have that moment where I was just like, is that noise coming from, like, is Ed just playing seagull noises or something? No, it's just a fuckload of seagulls.
Nice. Yeah, no,
I
I'm,
seem to have moved on already, so problem solved. What the fuck was that?
I have 1 in heavy machinery.
I also have 1 in heavy machinery.
Your confidence was misplaced, twat.
Oh wow, this
He
is
probably
some harsh
has-
language going on.
I was gonna say, you're
Sam's
more in
fucking
technical,
on.
Wow,
but actually
wow,
you're
Sam.
probably both very good at technical.
Yeah. My tech's 10.
My check is also.
So you're both
But could we
Yeah,
have
you're
them?
27.
Could we have the?
ladies. You're both very pretty.
Could we have the best murderer on the ground? In case this goes wrong.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
does make more sense.
I'll
What's
guess
your
I'll
nerd?
stay
So
on the
which
ground,
one-
guys. Dom.
There's only one winner in that dick measuring contest.
I'm having
It sounds like you guys need to have a knife fight.
Good
I mean, like-
old-fashioned murder off.
If we're gonna have fucking murder off, I'm definitely building a bomb.
We'll do it the old Navy way. First one to die loses.
Jesus.
Wait, you say last one to die loses?
First
First
one
one.
to die
First
loses.
one.
I mean, the last one to die is just a pussy.
Right. I bring guns to drive crane.
So yeah, basically, all that Dion's said that he'll be able to do is definitely be able to get you into the docks for sure. After that, he can't really tell you too much. He mainly deals about like dealing with smugglers on the docks or trying to break into some of the slightly less well guarded warehouses. So once you're on the docks, the rest of it will be sort of up to you.
That's fine. We got C4 and a plan.
I have a bus pass.
So I
Yeah,
guess we've worked out what 2 people. What are the rest of us gonna do?
I have idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, we're so dead, but let's hear how we're gonna die.
It involves C4.
Yeah, I really am not. I should have seen that.
So we drop boat at outside of Rose shipping building. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
We have who most like monkey?
Who's
Larry.
most like a monkey? Is this the race thing? We're gonna have a conversation, Grubsy.
No. Who best climber?
What would
man.
make you the best climber? If it's reflexes,
Yeah.
it ain't me.
If it's anything physical, it ain't me.
Probably Larry.
If I could chop my
Probably
way up.
Larry.
He's got that fish eye to help him.
Oh yeah, and also if everything goes
Those
wrong and you accidentally
famous-
drop him in the ocean, he'll be fine.
Those famous fish.
Are you putting me in the boat?
No.
Yes.
So he plan.
Oh.
Tip drive crane, he drop boat outside Blue Rose shipping building. Larry on end of crane with bomb. Larry wait until many Lazarus bots surround the boat, then he drop bomb on them.
Okay, isn't him
Can
being
you
on
say
the end of
that
the
in a
crane?
language that I understand?
Isn't him being on the end of the crane going to be the single most obvious place they're all going to immediately start shooting at? I'm in.
It's a risk that I'm willing to take from a distance.
Yep, exactly. Some of you may die.
It's a sacrifice
I am
I'm
willing to
willing to
make.
make.
More than no, to be honest, they're more likely to look at trip. Like if you see someone, if you see a crane drop something, you're going to look at the driver.
Well, yeah, but you're going to look at the crane as a whole. Like, if he was on a second crane that then swung in, I'd be in. But I think putting him on the same crane, that's the single most obvious place to then fill with gunfire if they suspect that something fucky is going on. And I'll be honest with you, if somebody drops a boat into my definitely legal establishment, something fucky's going on.
You'd be fine.
Well...
Besides, you have 5 kilos of C4 working for him.
Yeah, what happens if they, I don't know, shoot the C4 or something and it explodes? I don't know chemistry.
C4 very stable. It not explode from shot.
Uh-huh.
But what if this is Cyber C4 and it does?
Yeah.
And genuinely, that's one of the key attractions of C4.
It does not.
It doesn't blow up when you shoot it.
You can burn it. It doesn't.
It's very
explode.
stable.
It is.
Why
It's
such a
it's
cool
so
game.
stable.
That's
It's
strong
never.
and stable.
You're never going to come home and find all of your clothing on the lawn and find that C4 has changed the locks. It is
You may not.
so safe, so stable.
It is actually quite difficult to blow up.
I mean, it is and it isn't. If you've
Yeah,
got a
you
detonator,
you specifically need a detonator.
if you've got one, quite easy to blow up.
If you haven't got one, it's gonna be a tricksy one.
Anyhow,
Oh yeah, cranes have that little walkway that he could just lie on, drop the C4, and then just, I don't know, stay there.
Yeah, that's is he not gonna be in kind of the big, not blast radius, but blast radius?
no, big crane, fine.
Also, like, C4 doesn't do a lot of damage, like, once it travels through the air.
I suppose.
I have alternative.
Why don't we approach this?
I have alternative proposal.
Okay.
We put C4 inside both with remote detonator. Is better?
Mm,
I mean, it seems like the obvious choice.
Why none of you suggested then?
Because I'm here to error pick. I'm a consultant.
And
not
sometimes
a creative
it's-
type.
Sometimes it's just nice to see you get there on your own.
Also that too, yes. Let's go with that. Yep.
Fuck both of you.
Well, you know.
That's why we
play
stay
cards
so
right,
far
we'll see what
away.
happens.
That's why we're paid triple what you are.
We don't want to smash the warehouse that we're trying to get in and
Yeah.
have a look around.
What is it we're trying to get in to do again in this warehouse? Is it just blow it the fuck up, or are we actually trying to get in?
We're
Because
trying to work some stuff out.
our current plan is explode, so...
I assumed you were trying to just sort of break into it to see what's going on, but
Yeah, this
We're
is...
just gonna flatten
Yeah.
it
you can
on
blow it up too.
Let's just bomb the place, then we'll figure
Well,
out what
we-
they were
we
doing
dropped-
afterwards.
We dropped.
So-
We dropped.
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Go on.
What's this dock? Is this dock like gangplanks?
What?
Is the dock like gangplanks, or is it?
No, it's all like concrete. This is like commercial, so there is
no getting underneath it.
no, unfortunately not.
Okay, well here ended my plan.
Was your plan to go underneath it and blow it up from the bottom?
What about,
Shit.
Okay, so I've got a gas grenade, but how feasible would it be from the stuff that we've got and the stuff that we can get nearby to produce some kind of knockout gas or something like that?
On short notice,
Yeah.
very not
gonna
very.
be
Do not
tricky.
underestimate the biochemistry skills of dog grabs.
But I'm thinking if we can pipe in some kind of either knockout gas or fuck it, toxic gas, hang on. Titman Trading Co. Okay, they probably just trade in tits. I'm thinking we can deal with the population inside of the warehouse, whatever the fuck it is, and then we can kind of get in a lot easier. And I'm thinking if there's a way we can do it to try and like knock out everybody inside, then we can just deal with the outsiders and break in and see what the fuck's going on. And if we don't like what's going on, plant C4 and give it a one-way ticket to Foxville.
I like this idea. Good
That's
idea.
also what I do with ladies.
Or we use the cranes to abseil down onto the roof and have a look.
Ooh, yeah, maybe as a reconnaissance plan, that's not a bad way to start.
Maybe we use crane to get on roof to then distribute gas inside building.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we have to use the crane for
Yeah, I
something.
think first protocol is crane. I
Figure
guess.
out how to use the cranes.
What's the radius of this crane, Ed?
What's the what?
What's the radius?
Very good point. Let's say, I mean, it'll have to at least be able to reach all of these, so it's gonna at least be about...
Something like that?
Probably, yeah, but a little bit... Ooh,
I
back
mean,
again.
you can reach
Yeah,
out.
about there. That looks about right.
Oh, so it's just too short to have a crane fight.
Oh man,
Just too short. This was unfortunately foreseen.
those bastards.
By
How
the
did they know we
builders,
were
you see.
coming?
We are not subtle.
Crane fight!
Too many crane fight accidents in the past.
Crane fight!
That's all we do at work.
You have crane fights.
Yeah.
I really want.
I really want to see one.
Crane fight.
We get bored, and then someone just throws their glove on the floor and shouts crane fight, and then that's it.
Ever since the great crane wars of 2021, the legislation has been very strict.
Each other.
Yeah.
And then eventually one of them falls over, and then last man standing's the winner. Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, so if we can get in one of the cranes, I suppose, and presumably under the cover of dusk or somebody being real quick, because if we do it in the middle of the fucking day, it's going to be the single most obvious thing in the world.
I have question.
Is it maintenance workers on the roof or something? I don't know.
I have question for Celine Dion.
Yeah.
He say he get us in docks. Where we get in?
Oh, wait, I have an idea. Why don't
Hold
we-
on. Celine Dion is talking.
So yeah, the good thing is,
It's quite key to know actually where we're going to end up on this map when we first turn up.
yeah, no, that'd be very useful, wouldn't it?
Gross.
Are we going to turn up on a boat?
Yeah, so basically that's his way in, is that what he does is he has a very small little boat that he gets in. It's one of those like little sort of like those those little inflatable sort of jobbies that military uses.
A rib.
Yep.
I'll take your word for it.
Split
Um,
yep.
So yeah, that's what he usually uses to like sneak in there. You can only go sort of small teams, and it's surprisingly quiet. He's shown you it, and it's surprisingly quiet. So he can basically get to more or less anywhere along here, provided that you go, you're not going too fast and you take your time.
Now,
Okay.
there's possibly a way that we can get on the roof
Yeah.
as if we're meant to be there. We could like tip off the crane driver to accidentally drop something small through the roof of the warehouse,
Like a boat.
like a small boat.
Mm,
Like
So
a-
that we're up there as maintenance or something like
and
that.
then something that would break the roof slightly,
I
and then we could
Okay.
intercept the call out to get maintenance,
like idea. I like idea. It's a good idea.
and then we could be on the roof repairing the roof. While we're repairing the roof, we can have a look inside.
I think slight alteration, because
I
if
have-
something goes through the roof, that's going to compromise them in there, right? So there's every chance they panic, freak out, and like hide everything because they know that
I have-
there's going to be people on the roof looking through. If we just have something dropped and we say, oh, there's some damage up there, they're not going to have as much need to like hide it, you know.
I have problem.
Go on.
We tried this before, remember? We
I
to
very rarely remember our strategies. They
we
all end
got to
in-
Croydon and pretend to be sewer workers, and it ended in gunfight.
Everything we do ends in a gunfight.
I know, but
I mean, it's a gunfight that we very easily won.
With a
Yeah.
missile
But it-
launcher.
all I'm saying is security for Lazarus was very, very good. Did not buy a story about we had to improvise quite drastically. I don't think story fly with the security guard. I think they shoot us on sight.
My part of the plan went very well on that expedition.
No, it did not.
It did.
I was the one in the sewer walking around. I was fine.
He was fine.
There were missiles involved.
It's funny that there's all these big fights that Shay's just not there for.
It's almost like he's a fucking coward.
Oh,
Coward is a strong word for just
Called you out.
sensible, but okay.
I just know my skill set.
Well, okay.
I veto plan about workers.
Alright.
I think that we're overruling him on this one.
I didn't think this was a democracy.
Yeah.
It was
I think
just-
we're definitely gonna
Whichever
overrule
plan
him.
We have
sounded
not gone
most
over
like
the
it was
rules
going to
of
end in a
veto,
gunfight.
Yeah, let's do it.
What? No.
Well, okay.
We're ignoring your
just
veto. You
quick
don't
thing.
get just to veto it.
I know we want to like get in, you know, and have a proper look on the roof and stuff like that, but there's a couple of us here with telescopic vision, so I'm just thinking get us on top of the cranes and we can just have a bit of a gander from above and see what we can see. It'll give us just more information.
I think problem with roof maintenance be getting into docks in the first place. We have to come through main gate and go past all through security.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm thinking, because hang on, I've got a telescopic eye. Who else does?
I mean, it's a chain link fence, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have perfectly good route via boat.
Also, this doesn't.
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm
isn't.
thinking. Is
This
we
doesn't
go
have
in
to be
via
the
boat
only
now.
time we go in.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
it's a chain link fence. We could just cut through it.
Whoa. That's anarchy.
Why do we have to go through the fucking gate?
you're not.
If we're pretending to be workers, we have to drive through gate.
Why?
I mean, we could just suspiciously already be
Why?
on site.
Just exactly.
Because repairmen don't come through fucking fence.
Yours may not.
Yeah, don't get caught going through the fence. Just be in there already. Just get through the fence. don't
Yeah,
get
we'll
caught.
just already be there. We'll be like, saw someone drop something on your roof.
How you doing, buddy?
For you.
Yeah, I vote
Good
we
price.
sneak in through the fence, pretend that we've.
I think we do both.
Yeah,
You
could have
You
two
can go
teams.
through the gate. I'm
Yeah,
going through the
that's-
fence.
No, not gate and fence full. I think a sea boat and the fence.
Well, if we're doing sea boat and fences and everything like that, why don't I, because I'm not good at sneaking or boating or many things really, why don't I go to the front desk and ask around about hiring one of these warehouses to keep anybody who's there guarding distracted?
That's a fairly good shout.
You do that.
Yeah.
We send 5H4D3 and Trip as repairman, and Larry and Grabs go via boat.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sounds pretty fair.
Mm-hmm. This plays to my skill set, 'cause I just have to go and talk to people, and then I can fuck off and go get a sausage sandwich.
No, we need you to kill them.
Wait, what?
Joke
Just
out.
to be safe.
Just to be
You can't
safe
make
and on brand.
They see your
They
face.
need
You
to
cannot kill
We're
them.
just scouting, aren't we? I don't know what
No.
we're doing. I'm in, fine. Whatever.
Brazen thorns. We don't not kill people.
Well,
It is really what we've built this brand on.
I thought it was mostly explosions, but okay.
We're not brazen cobbles.
I think this is what happens when you let a Russian be in charge.
Yeah, that is true. We brought this on ourselves.
I think that we should vote for someone else to go for. And
I don't
that
think
the
Russians listen to voting.
I think the new leader should be 5H43D D3.
What?
Have you been paying attention to our slowly accumulating new psychopath?
Yes.
Okay, good.
This is
Stab me,
exactly
stab
what
He seems to like it.
I'm okay with this.
Are we agreed?
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad start, and we're going to improvise anyway. So
So, Mr. Smith, you go to security gate and distract the guard, and then
Yeah.
kill them for good measure after undisclosed amount of time. Maybe
Okay,
seduce,
I'm
maybe seduce him
assuming-
first. It's a good idea. We like that.
sure. Is there just one guard in that? You know what is like that little building at the end? I'm assuming is a guardhouse. Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the guardhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one guy you can definitely see in there, but you have, I assume you've been sort of staking it out for a little bit, and you
Yeah,
have
sure.
seen another guy come in and out of that room a couple times. Like,
Mhm.
there's basically like one of those like little window dealies,
Oh yeah.
like sort of here as people come in.
Yeah.
Oh, door there.
So he checks people as they come in.
Yeah. And you have seen him wander out, like when there has been like deliveries and goods coming in, you have seen him wander out and talk to people. But you have seen another guy sort of coming in and out. He's mainly been staying within the building there.
Yeah.
Do they have mirror on stick?
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, they haven't been too. It's not like a military installation. This bit. These are just the general dock workers.
So there are no mirror on stick and no dogs.
No, not generally, not there. At the actual Blue Road, you have seen just like one, just sort of like the odd sort of security guard doing his rounds, sort of around the general docks. But at Blue Rose, specifically at that warehouse, you have seen two guys posted, sort of by the main entrance, sort of here. Oh wait, yeah.
Okay. So we can get all in here just fine. Right around here.
Yeah, you can get into the actual docks quite well, but if you were to come in view of the front of the Blue Rose warehouse, you'd probably be in danger of being seen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool. So, all right, sweet. It's the night of. So Dion has picked you guys up. He's taking you.
Can we just run through the plan one more time?
Okay,
Because we haven't actually done that yet.
that's fine.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I'm going to go to the main office.
Mr. Smith, you first.
So I'm going to go to the main office. I'm going to be chatting with them about as if I'm interested in, hiring out one of these things to keep them distracted enough so the fence crew can get through the fence. Then at some point, there's no real signal, so I'm concerned I'm going to do it at the wrong time.
Maybe when shooting starts.
When shooting starts, I'm going to deal with the two security guards in here. Oh god. So I'm going to get beaten up by two security guards.
You'll be fine. You have eye dart.
Yeah, and then I'm going to escape. That's a point. Can I make sure to... Because I can only have one dart loaded at a time, can't I?
Yeah.
Can I load a fatality dart? Being really careful with my fingers as I load it.
Yes.
Thank you. Alright.
Yeah. You got that ready and ready and ready.
Ready and
Chip.
ready.
Ready and ready.
Trip and 5H4D3. What you do?
Gonna go. Well, I wanted to go break through the fence, but don't know if that's still gonna work now, guys.
I thought you were breaking through the fence.
Yeah, break through fence.
I
Good.
thought I was distracting to make it easier for you.
Sweet, that's what I'm doing then. Break through the fence. I've got some things I can cover the fence. Yeah, Ed, is there anywhere where it's a little bit more secluded that could, like, along the fence, could be like behind something?
I would say yes. Sort of this this fence here, this extends sort of south a good ways, so you could probably get on the other side of this building or a bit further along and break in through there. That's a bit off the map, but yeah, you could get in through there.
Cool, that's the plan then.
A sort of out of direct line of sight.
Let's go there. Cut through that way.
I think if Trip and Shade deal with external guard, then Larry and Grabs can take Crane. Larry can lift Trip and Skag onto the roof. They can drop in gas canisters, then we can go inside.
Can I make sure I've got some binoculars in my inventory?
Yeah, I'm sure you'd be able to get hold of them fairly easy from one of Crenshaw's guys. They sort of give you some.
Right, cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
May I inject some fatal drugs into gas grenades?
Okay. Roll chemistry for me with a -2 because you're in a sort of ghetto setup.
You mean not pharmaceuticals?
Oh, pharmaceuticals. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yes! It's almost like I do this a lot.
You're pretty good at pharmaceuticals.
He's been self-medicating for years.
Oh, damn. That's for the... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, you manage it. You whip up something, you sort of think, oh, it's a pretty rush job, it's probably not going to be your best work, but you reckon it's pretty potent, and it's going to get the job done.
Does everybody have gas mask?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's a point. I have a gas grenade. What type of gas is it?
Gas grenade, it's basically just sort of smoke.
Okay, cool.
Okay, unless it specifies like some kind of tear gas. Not.
I have no
gas
idea.
or
I just wrote
anything
down gas grenade when I got it. So.
Alright, yeah, no,
Already
in that
it's
case,
smoke.
I would assume like smoke grenade.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, so
right.
I've created 4 fatal gas grenades.
Mhm.
And I will give these to Trip and Shade.
Yes.
So you got 2 each.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm not very good at throwing.
You've only got to drop them through the roof.
That still sounds like something that could go wrong.
I'm still going to struggle with that. I never was good at shot put.
Fatal gas thingy. Cool.
Actually, can I get a fatal gas grenade? I can
Yes.
give you my own gas grenade to modify.
Yes.
Smashing.
No, I'll just take the roll from the other ones. Yeah.
I think there's an even chance that the fatal gas grenade is just the grenades.
I will take it.
It's just it's just an oil grenade tied to a flare.
It's just got like one of those little break and expand like stink bombs tied to the side.
Oh, I
of
thought
the
you were going to
grenade.
say a glow stick for a second. I was like, what? That's one way to make a
Okay.
grenade cyber.
Are we okay on plan?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Do you
Larry?
want to run through it all again, just in case?
Alright, I do this real quick. Mr. Smith got a security guard and he distracts/killed them at time of his own choosing.
Yep.
Tip and Savage 43 go through fence using cripples. They take out guards outside Blue Road compounds. Meanwhile, Doc Grubbs and Larry stealthily approach Crane via boat. They then use Crane to put Savage 43 and Tip on the roof. They distribute fatal gas grenades inside Blue Road's compound. We all go inside and create havoc, steal things, kill people, do what we do best, and then we run away.
Works for me.
Alright then.
We'd probably leave present of C4 for prosperity and tradition.
We need some rappelling gear. If we're going to be up this crane, we could probably rappel onto the roof. Oh, no,
I feel like
we
we've had some before though. Like,
I swear you have had that before. Yeah, especially Larry and Grubs.
Yeah.
Wasn't that on the drone that exploded?
Yeah, no, because you got on and off the roof, sort of, with all that sort of. Yeah, no, I'm just going to say
the
you
drone
have
went out to the
rope
top
and
to attach the.
I'm going to say you have basic rappelling gear, harness, and stuff like that.
Okay, so we put Chip and Shade on the roof, and then we climb along crane and join them on the roof.
And then we have a roof party.
Roof party.
And also
That's
kill
kind of
everyone.
party.
Roof party
Let's just
with
get-
deadly gas grenades. Good idea. I like it.
No party like a roof party.
It's like university all over again.
England party like a roof party with failed gas grenade.
The only thing that's better than a roof party is an escort party.
He's not wrong.
You're right, though. It's like uni all over again.
Alright, are we good to go then, I guess? Or
I think so.
last minute shopping?
Only taken us hour and 45 minutes to get this point.
Hooray!
Alright, ready?
Let's go.
Alright, shall I start us off?
Okay, so basically, well, I imagine whilst you're making your approach to the front gate, Dion, Larry, and Grubs are making their entrance, their sort of insertion via boat onto the docks. Where on this are you sort of directing Dion to drop you off?
I assume these little things here are like pontoons or something for the boats?
Those are boats that are currently sort of moored up.
And barges.
Yeah, so I don't have a boat shaped.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, they're boats.
Alright, so I'm going to say we're probably going to come to the outside of this boat because I'm hoping the key slide is quite tall, so our little boat won't be visible when we get nearer the
Oh
quay
yeah, no, you'd be very. It's not like a humongous shipping container, but it's more than sufficient to hide you.
Yeah, so I guess we'll come in from like directly from the sea and then come in around the boat and try and get somewhere around here and then make a stealth all the way across the crane.
For scale, you're probably like that big.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
So I imagine we're probably going to wait down by below like head height of the rim of the quay until we know that they've sorted out the guards.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you're holding there. Just so you know, there's probably like the guys from Blue Rose probably wouldn't have a good view of you purely because it's quite a long way just in the darkness, and this place is sort of scattered. This dock is sort of scattered with containers and detritus and things like that.
Well, okay, I guess if it looks like we can do it, we might make our way to the bottom of the crane.
Okay.
If it looks simple enough without being caught.
Okay, yeah. So Dion's probably not going to come with you. He'll just like, I'm going to stay here for you. I'm your ride out. So when you're ready, just come give me a holler.
Is there room? Is there room for all of us?
Is there room for what?
All 5 of us.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a squeeze, but yeah, definitely you can easily get.
I think it would be more risky for Mrs. Smith to come through the dock than to just turn around and leave.
Yeah, at least you know. So he's going to be holding there just by that boat over there, that top right bit. Can Larry and Grubs roll me some stealth?
Yes, I can. Gotta find it.
Very bottom left.
Okay, yep. So you ghost your way sort of through here. Actually, let's pop you guys on the map.
Jesus.
Kaiju Larry.
It's taken one too many drugs.
We can't make ourselves smaller, Ed, so you'll have to do that.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. Just like here. So I'm imagining just at the base of the crane. There you go. So they've made it to the crane by this point. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Going through the fence.
Mhm.
Oh, it's actually a great shout, Sam. But anyway, carry on. Going through the fence.
Okay. So as you're going there, is Mr. Smith sort of making his approach to the front?
Yeah, so my
Okay.
plan is I'm usually obviously dressed to the nines and
I
whatnot.
can't operate Larry. I'm gonna need-
Oh, whilst he's tiny.
He's too big.
No, because you put him in the thing, I can't.
Okay.
Oh, he literally can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I will like slightly untuck my my shirt, like loosen my tie a bit, mess up my hair so I look like not the second grade junior that I am. I'll instead look like some kind of fourth grade or intern or some bollocks.
Old Gil.
Oh, I thought you were just going as what you assumed a dock worker might look like.
I mean, his suit is probably very unkempt.
Yes, that is true. Far more unkempt.
Just untuck half the shirt, just like, I am a dock worker now.
I am clearly now a ruffian dock worker.
He's got a woolly hat on.
Yep.
In a suit with a woolly hat. No, so I want to look more junior and less respectable than I usually am.
Okay, yeah.
And going, yeah, I'll make my approach. I don't know, am I talking to them now or are they
Yeah,
breaking
yeah,
in?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, as you approach the gate,
Yeah.
a guy sort of comes out, looks a little bit confused, but he's sort of like says hello. He doesn't appear like worried or anything like that. You're not exactly an imposing figure, so he just goes,
I am not.
sorry, can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm Charlie from Colson. You guys get the email about me?
No, can't say I did.
Ah, bollocks! Of course they didn't. Yeah, sorry. Right, I'm Charlie. I'm from Colson Dynamics. I'm sure you know of them. Big company, yada yada yada. We're actually looking to purchase some land around here, so they've sent me to come and have a chat, find out security arrangements, everything like that. They swore they'd emailed you guys in advance. I'm really sorry.
Are you sure it's tonight? It's a bit late, mate.
It's look, I don't make the times. My boss tells me when I have to be somewhere and like when. It's a bit late, I know, but he said the whole point was I needed to speak with the night crew because that's like they've been shown like day shift and stuff and it looks good, but
Okay.
they turn up at night and there's only one bloke for the whole place and he's just playing on his phone. Then obviously that don't look great, does it?
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Yep.
Oh, I'll pass talk. Okay, whilst he's doing that, Miss Shade and Trip, roll me stealth.
Oh,
Didn't see that coming.
Been practicing all my stealth.
Shade was fully ready to roll tech.
Yeah!
Okay. Trip.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck, he was worse.
Oh,
Just
boy.
skipping down the chain link,
Wow,
thanks,
wow,
rubbing
wow.
our fingers along it.
Okay, and
But we
Get to the
didn't
fence, you
actually-
pull out a circular saw.
he's getting through the fence. Who's getting through the fence?
I am cutting through the fence
Okay, roll. How are you going about it?
with just some clippers, like wire clippers. Obviously, keeping an ear out for potential bad people.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Smith rolled quite well.
Wait, are they actually cutting through the fence next to the security hub?
Not like
I'm imagining
right
a
down here or something,
behind if there's like a break in on the side, like a fence or thing. If not, then just ways away so that it's a little bit harder to hear.
And see.
Okay. So yeah.
I mean, there might be a reason that we failed these stealth checks.
So somewhere like there.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing it. You're down there. Okay. So as Mr. Smith, as you're talking to this guy, he starts kind of going like, "What the fuck is that?" And so starts looking over his shoulder and just some
And
sort
I
of vague
increase the
clicking
volume.
in the darkness. But you managed to keep his attention well enough and sort of managed to like sort of not annoy him enough, but like sort of hold his attention enough that he sort of goes like, okay, I might have just missed the message. Let me just hold on here. Let me go just check the logbook. And
Yeah, of course. Thanks,
he,
mate.
he
Appreciate it.
disappears back inside the hut for a little bit.
I'll light myself up a cigarette while I'm waiting. See, then he's gonna ask for one, and then I'll stab him in the neck. No,
So a few minutes go by. In that time, in like just like 2-3 minutes or something like that. In that time, that's enough for Trip and Shade to get through that fence. So you guys have made it into the docks proper, as such. You guys are probably sort of like safer. Yeah, none of this is like to scale, but.
Yeah, I mean, just so that you're aware, I am standing uncomfortably close to Trip.
Just like
Breathing on the
Scooby-Doo
back of his
around
neck.
corners. So yeah, these are fairly substantial warehouses, probably a good sort of like 40 so meters across and sort of 100, 150 meters long. They're very big. And you're sort of like at the base of like the third one along, and yeah, you're free there. Doc Grubbs and Larry, you doing anything by the crane at this point? Are you still just sort of holding?
Start going up it.
Okay, yeah, no, you're heading up, so I'll use your stealth roll. So that's fine. So is it just Larry who's heading up?
No, we're both going up, aren't we?
Okay, so you're both heading up.
I'll keep watch while Larry climbs, and then he can do the same while I do.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so whilst they're all doing that, you're climbing up. Mr. Smith, in that time, security guard has come out. He's holding just like a dog-eared sort of like one of those like year calendar sort of things. He sort of comes back out and he's going like, I'm really sorry, mate. I can't really find anything here. But you say what was it you needed?
Oh, Colson, look, mate, I just need to say I've been down here and I've had a bit of a nose around to check that this isn't just some kind of, complete con with nothing going on or anything like that at night. Just, mate, if I can just have a look at the tech you got set up in there or something like that. Look, I don't understand any of it, but like I've got to say I've been in there and had a look at it. It's like.
All right. Okay. At this point, he sort of like mulls it over a little.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Have you got any ID on you or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. I'll pull out my Coulson Dynamics ID,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
has my
definitely
real
have.
name on, which I will of course pass over.
Ooh, what's his
So-
real name?
It is
Oh,
Charlie.
Mister. And there's like a foghorn that goes like. Okay, that's an interesting name. Yeah, so,
Yeah,
whatever. Hand it
yeah.
back.
Just Charlie, mate. It's easier. Thanks. Thanks.
And he leads you inside. So
Excellent.
so it leads you inside. Inside, it looks a little bit. It's sort of cozy. It's like one of those little porta cabin sort of set things.
So
There's
lovely. I want to take a shit in here. Yep.
there's basically a chair sort of facing the little window, sort of facing the gate, and a little desk there where you can see that he seems to have set up. There's like a little personal TV and some snacks and things like that.
Oh,
And
perfect.
off on the other side, there is just in there, there's a little bank of TV, little monitors showing sort of security cam footage, with another chap sat there.
So both of them are currently in this.
Both of them are currently in there, yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So he sort of takes you in, and he just goes like, "Don't worry, mate. It's just some guys on behalf of his company looking at over the place. So there's not really much to say, really.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I expected. To be brutally honest, look, I'm not going to pretend to understand. That you guys do. Is it? You get much traffic? I'm just trying to keep them occupied and in conversation in case certain people appear on certain TV screens.
Okay.
Wait, I mean the two people that nailed their stealth checks. You really think we're going to turn up on some screens?
That's more. Those are more on how you sneak. Where you sneak is probably going to be a lot more on security camera footage. You haven't come across that, so I haven't like punched you for that or anything like that. So
Punched them. I mean,
that
yeah.
hasn't come up. So don't worry. Okay. So he tells you, oh, it's just two of us on a shift. Take patrols every half hour along the perimeter and through the docks itself. One man always manning monitors for anything suspicious.
Of course, yeah.
Always have a direct line to security forces in the event of emergencies.
Of course.
Standard sort of infrared, night vision security cameras spread out throughout.
Oh, do they,
sort of like
do,
giving
they
you a basic,
do
like,
to
rundown
you
of-
guys what my company does to me? Have you got a tracking chip that says where you are at all times?
No. I've just got this. He shows you like a little key, and he just says like, just at the end of our shift, it just logs that we've been on our rounds. So it doesn't transmit, but at the end of every shift, they're
the end
able
of
to
the
tell that
shift.
we've done all of our patrols.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, right, yeah. Huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna nervously touch a point on my neck that definitely is not a microchip that monitors where I am at the time. Sounds nice.
Okay, so whilst Mr. Smith is keeping them busy, what's everyone else doing?
Being sneaky beaky.
We got
So
the
you
crane.
guys, Doc Grubbs has made it to the driver's seat of the crane, and in this time, Larry has climbed his way all the way like along the arm of the crane, and is sort of like clung like a limpet to the end of it.
Can I get my binoculars out and scope around and see if I can get any more information about the area?
Mm-hmm. Roll me awareness.
There it is.
I have idea.
Okay. So yeah, you see. You're looking around. So you can see these two security guys here, out front of the Blue Rose warehouse. You are also able to make out security cameras. I will do these in. No, that's not going to show up well. Green. On the corners there. That one's facing towards the door of Blue Rose, so it's just sort of like this area where the guards are. You're able also just to make out ones on each of the warehouses along the front. Sort of looking at the fronts, at like the entrances to the warehouses.
That one's looking that way.
Yeah, all of them are sort of looking sort of
That one. They're all looking at the doors to their left.
Yeah, this sort of like arc here. Sort of like that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's where they seem oriented, but like all of them are sort of going that way. And that's all you can make out for right now. But yeah, you just see those guys doing their... They seem quite relaxed. They seem like quite bored, to be honest. It's a quiet night. There's nothing sort of...
They're not aware that anyone's up the crane, no?
Sorry?
They're not aware that anyone's up the crane yet.
Not just yet. I mean, this isn't the most busy dock, so it's not one of those ones that runs like 24 hours a day. So there's no like hustle and bustle right now. It's all really quiet. So the cranes haven't been moving.
Alright. So, is Larry able to radio Trip and Shake and let them know what the crack is?
Yeah, no, you guys are always in comms, so I'd assume, yeah.
Right, so I guess we're gonna wait for Larry and Shay to
Mhm.
take out the guards.
Well, after they've revealed there are cameras at the front,
Mhm.
gonna suggest that maybe we check for cameras at the back.
Okay, roll me awareness.
Oh.
I'm also going to roll it because I'm relatively aware these days. Hey, not bad.
Okay.
I
No,
just
it's not
realised
bad.
we've been standing right in front of one, just like, hey.
So you've also seen on these warehouses, there's also these smaller side entrances. Yeah.
Yep.
And similar to the front entrance, there's little cameras on them placed sort of just in the corners.
Can we be seen by this one here?
No, those ones are facing sort of. I mean, I'm just going to put it on this one because you're sort of using that to extrapolate. That it's kind of got that sort of field of vision, and it's kind of on all of them. So you can see that. So it's kind of looking down the little alleyway
Yeah.
in between each of them, but mainly sort of focusing on the doors there. But nothing facing you directly along the back end here. But there's no security guards here that you can see.
I'm going to, like, whisper to Shade. Shade,
Yeah.
can you somehow hack the cameras?
I don't know. Ed, can I somehow hack the cameras?
Yeah, so there's little electronic boxes along the backs of each of these warehouses that, through your deduction of following wires, you assume connects.
Fucking detective.
It's fucking Sherlock Holmes over here. You've seen that they seem to lead into the cameras, so you believe they might have something to do with the security network.
Is it worth just doing the one for Blue Rose? So I don't think the others are probably going to see us.
I think we should err on the side of caution.
Yeah, but then I have to do all 5, and that might take longer, and then Mr. Smith might get murdered.
I mean, if they're all connected, you might be able to do them all just by hacking one of them.
Okay, that's a good shout. I'm going to go to the nearest box.
Okay, so you go into that little one there. Alright, so it's basically just like a normal sort of metal electronics box. Yeah, it's got like a padlock on it. Are you going to try and break into it somehow?
I'm just going to look at Trip for the padlock, because he does...
I'm going to see if I
This
can
is
pick
physical. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, yeah, roll lockpick.
That'd be a reflex thing, won't it? Guarantee it.
I think it's
Probably
a technical skill.
Oh, if it's technical, I'm fucking buzzing. Pick
I
lock.
think
Oh,
you've done
yes.
pick locks before.
Fuck. Roll a 21, still a fumble.
Oh, no, it was a 10+1.
Oh, sweet. Aha.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, it sort of clicks open. It's a tough one because it's one of the security. It's like a security sort of grade padlock, but you manage to get past it, and yeah, after a few minutes of fumbling, you manage to get through it, and it clicks off and opens to reveal like a little panel, little terminal.
I'm going to quietly whisper, nailed it, as I
Okay, and Shade, can you roll me some Hackerman's
Yes, I can.
interface? There you go. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. Oh dang! Oh, god damn! He's so good at it.
Do I own the internet now?
Yeah. So basically, you realise that although they are divided into the different companies, have different sort of allocations within this system. you were able to find back channels, and you crack the code, and in Jurassic Park where the girl's like hacking, and it's just the loads of like the boxes, and she just sort of like zooms in on one. It's basically like you just zoom out, and he's like, "Oh, there's all the other ones." You can just sort of, and now you are able to see the sort of the layout of all of the security systems in here, as well as the alarm.
Ooh, turn the alarm off, because
Okay.
I'm no fool. And then, can I just pause all the other feeds so they're not updating live? So they're just a static image of what is there currently.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So then it won't arouse suspicions, but they won't see us.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, you have done that. You're so fucking. Every time you roll interface.
It just gets better.
It does.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, they've done their job quite well. Mr. Smith, the security guards have kind of gotten to a point where they're like, there's not really much else to say. Yeah, so I mean the tea pot gets someone has to go out every month and get the milk. But honestly, I can't think of anything else to tell you.
Okay, what? So I've got my gas mask and a lethal gas grenade on me.
I thought you were just gonna say on.
Just watch this been showing you around.
So,
you're like,
yeah.
Hey, what you got that for?
My plan is to distract them with something on the screen, chuck on the gas mask and pull the pin out of my gas grenade immediately.
Okay.
I don't know how feasible it's going. Basically, I want to kind of like, while they're chatting with me and kind of like, ooh, awkwardly look, move on kind of thing, like point at the screen and be like, hey, what's that? When there's nothing. Nothing at all. I'm pointing at one of the ones that's, I don't know, like, aimed fucking here in the middle of the sea or some shit.
Okay.
Nothing on it. Just be like, hey, what is that? And wait until they turn and look.
Okay, that'll be a fast talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, okay. How many points of luck do I have left? I have got.
I don't think you've used any. This
I
session.
used 2, so I've got 5 points left.
Okay.
So I'm going to use all 5 of those, because if this doesn't go well, I'm going to have problems.
Oh yes.
I'm quite glad I used that.
Very
to be
good.
honest. Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are you telling?
So, just while they're kind of trying to gently suggest that I leave and I'm not getting the point, kind of point at one of the screens that's not showing anything at all and be like, hey, what the hell's going on there? And then when they turn around and look, I'm pulling on my gas mask, I'm pulling out the pin on my grenade, and wafting the gas at them.
Oh, like directly in their face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You. You face. You point out. You're like, what the fuck is that? And they're both like, oh, what?
Yeah.
And they suddenly perk up, staring at the screens intently. They don't really notice you pull the pin. They hear like an audible click behind them. It doesn't really register. And then like they just hear the as the gas is all coming out, and they both turn around and use and go, oh, what the fuck? And then I'm just gonna roll for them. Resist.
Okay, silent prayer that grubs. I swear to God, you'd better not fuck me on this.
Let me see.
If this is just a smoke grenade.
Okay. Okay, he did. Okay. Okay, so one of them, the guy you've been speaking to, sort of is immediately his eyes start glazing over, and he's, okay. The other guy sort of clamps a hand and immediately pulls his shirt above his nose, and his eyes are going teary, and he's coughing, but he lunges for you.
Oh,
Can you roll me some initiative? Just Mr. Smith. This is going to be really quick, I promise.
Okay.
He's gonna die.
That's intelligence. Sorry, it's in
All
the
you've got to do
isn't
is...
it?
Oh, wait.
Yep, that's why I never see it, so there we go.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Right, do you you want me to roll again, or?
Can do, just to make sure it goes on. I'll let you use it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's may go very poorly for me, mightn't it?
Initiative.
You've survived everything else.
Okay.
That is true.
What is your reflexes?
Oh god, that's a good question.
Just gonna go for a piss.
Bear in mind, he's probably really coked up right now.
I'm always coked up. My reflexes are 5.
Okay, I'm running this sort of D&D rules with like the highest dex goes first. So he's got a reflexes of 8, so he's gonna go first.
Yep.
But he's gonna have some disadvantages when it comes to like doing certain things because his eyes are really tearing up and he's coughing like a good one. And you don't know how long he's able to last like this. He's only a rudimentary like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just his shirt. It's not gonna like
Not a
stop
gas
it.
mask like me.
But it might just give him a couple turns to act. So he is going to try and lunge for you, and sort of tackle you, and sort of wrestle the grenade away from you.
Oh, risky. He's getting closer to it. Yep.
So he is going to roll some. Where was it? Have you got any sort of hand-to-hand skills or anything like that?
Yes. I have Thai
Okay.
kickboxing.
Okay, yeah. Roll me some Thai kickboxing. So his was with a -3. Okay. He manages to sort of tackle you to the floor and wrestle the grenade away from you, flings it away, and he kind of sort of realizes that as he does that, it probably might not have been very helpful. What are you doing?
So has he got me like down on the ground, or just has he pulled it away from me?
He's knocked you over, and you're
Okay.
both on the ground, but he's not like pinning you or anything.
Okay, right, that's fair. I want to try and basically, I just want to try and tackle him and start punching him in the face, I guess.
Okay, yeah, roll
Go.
some Thai kickboxing.
Yep.
Just please shot on his face.
Yeah. What if you?
Yeah, it's why I want
Shot
to
him with
tackle
your
him.
eye
And,
dart.
like, yeah, but I've got my gas mask on. My eyes aren't exposed.
And Thai
Oh,
boxing is
yeah.
a +3 to striking, so that's I'm taking that as a 14.
Cool, I'll roll with that.
And security guard is going to roll here. Wrestling. -3. Quite good at wrestling. Oh damn. Yeah, no, he's able to sort of like fend you off a little bit with that. So you're not able to really get a good hit on him, but you can see that his breathing's getting more laboured.
I've just got to keep him going.
Yeah, it's just a war of attrition now. So
This is the
He's
best
gonna
kind of
go.
wars.
Yeah.
He's sort of seeing that it's futile, and he sort of weighs up his options, and he's gonna try and stand up and make a dash for the door.
Ooh.
Are you gonna try and do anything?
Yeah, I want to try and, catch him around the legs or something, I guess.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, is he running towards where he threw away the grenade?
No, he threw that into like the far corner,
Oh, okay, alright, fair enough then, yeah.
so he'll be running in the opposite direction towards the door.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and tackle him, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So roll some Thai boxing for me.
Yeah. Oof.
Let's see, is it wrestling for him? God damn.
I'm not good at physical.
You are not. And this guy's not in a good. Actually, he rolled quite well on that one. He manages to break away and get to the door. He manages to open it. And then he gets around to your turn. So, next to your turn.
So, out of curiosity, because I don't do combat much, how feasible? How loud are guns?
Do you have a silenced gun?
No.
Then quite loud.
Okay, probably not going to do that one.
Do you have anything else?
Well, I've got my eye dart, and I'm thinking, can I like pull off my gas mask, run after him, and pull off my gas mask and try and shoot him with the eye dart, basically.
Okay.
We're still inside. That should be in range.
Yeah. No, you definitely will be.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Roll.
Yep.
Resist drugs and torture.
Oh yes. Yep. Of course.
You should be pretty high on that.
No. Oh, fumbled it. Oh no, I'm gonna kill myself with my own gas grenades. Wait, surely my cybernetic eye shouldn't be watering though.
Hello?
That's a very good point. Roll me.
Yeah.
What do we use for the
I don't
attack?
know. I've
I
been
think we
trying
used
to remember
handgun
what we
before.
used. I think it was handgun, but that
Yeah,
was under
you
the
roll
justification.
handgun for me.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Mr. Smith's in a fight, and he's probably going to die, and it's all his fault.
Actually, I was going to give you a +3
So that's
for the fact that
12.
he's moving very sluggishly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what? Okay. So this is what happens. The guy wrestles the grenade off you, throws it off into the corner. You tussle, and he starts to sort of panic, and then he makes a sprint for the door. As he throws the door open, you pull off your gas mask, run towards him, getting within almost reaching distance of him, and then fire the dart off into his back. It hits, and then you sort of collapse on top of him outside.
Outside. Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
With the gas sort of billowing out of the windows and the door above you, but not directly gassing you out.
Okay, I'm just thinking this went exactly as I hoped. Can I try and put the gas mask back on?
Yes.
Or am
I
I
will
just
say
gone?
you don't immediately succumb, so you
Okay.
manage to sort of get it. Okay, you managed to pop that back on,
That
and
went exactly as I thought it would.
and you can tell everyone how whatever you want to how it went.
Although, from where we are, can we
Of
see
course.
what's just that? Like, can we see him
No, you
falling out of
cannot.
the door? Damn it!
So I'm just picturing I wonder how it's going with Mr. Smith. You just look, there's smoke billowing out, and me collapsed in the doorway yeah, pretty good.
So yeah, you're not feeling great right now, but it's sort of inconsequential for right now.
Yeah, cool, good.
Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, your mission is more or less accomplished. What is everyone else doing? So
I think me and Trip should
Shade have
probably-
sort of done their bit.
Well, we should probably take out these guards.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I
that's
guess
what we're gonna do. We're gonna
shimmy-
take out the guards. Don't know how we're gonna do
shimmy.
it, but you know.
So I'm gonna let you guys roll some fresh stealth, considering this has sort of come to a new sort of bit.
Oh, that's my favourite kind of stealth.
Oh,
fresh
thank
stealth.
you. I hope this is better than the last one. It is.
Gonna chuck in 2 points of luck.
That would have been a
Okay.
really good shout.
So where have you guys gone? So Shade's on the east side of this warehouse. Where's Trip gone?
Do I go with him or do I go apart? I think going with is going to be a better idea.
I was hoping
Yeah,
that we might be able to catch them off guard and just straight
Yeah,
up
maybe.
murder these guys.
Well, all cameras hacked.
Yeah.
All of them. Cool.
Yeah, you know
which
that
case
all the
then-
cameras have been hacked and their feeds have been paused. So nothing
Yes.
is recording or transmitting right now.
Gonna creep to the other side.
Okay. Me.
And
Ooh.
what?
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Throat slit.
And I'm going to like buzz the communication that we have, so not say anything to the down there, but just like buzz so he'll hear static in his ear, going like 1, 2, 3, and then proceed to go around the corner and just fucking wrestle that guy to the ground, I guess.
I'm gonna just
Oh,
try
what
and
this guy
stab. I'm gonna try and stab the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my brass knuckles out, and as I do, like come round, just swing for the guy's like temple, and like tackle him down at the same time.
Mhm.
Larry's at the end of this crane jib. Can I have my silenced pistol like trained down on the 2 guys?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm at the end of the jib, like here somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You guys, can you all roll me some initiative?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not entering combat unless I need to.
Okay, so yeah, no, fair enough. Larry, roll initiative, just so, but you can just slip yourself in, just so I know if you roll really badly, you can't just. Actually, no, you're getting a drop on them. Never mind. Yeah, you don't have to bother. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's fine.
Oh, that's a good start. That's really good.
It's fine because you guys go first because you got the drop on him, and any rolls you have are with a +5.
Really?
Yeah, when you get the drop on someone, it says in the core rulebook that you get a +5 when you get the drop on someone.
Cool. So I'm gonna attack a guy first in the temple, like aiming for like the face with brass knuckles.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So I get a +5. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. Let me. Actually, I'll just do it on here because it's easier.
Oh, maximum damage almost, but over.
Isn't there one edge?
Yeah, you hit him in the head as well.
Double damage.
Shit,
Let me
man.
see if he's able to do anything about that. So sorry. What the fuck are these? Yeah, no, you get him. Fuck. Yeah, you fuck, damn, man. All right, one sec. Fuck. Trev just punched a guy to death.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Damn, man.
if you were a relatively you were good at boxing and you were wearing brass knuckles and you clock
And you
someone,
just punch a guy in the head. Like, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm not like, yeah, but you just like one shot killed a guy with your bare hands. I mean, not technically your bare hands, but like, still.
No, my bare hands, I
Impressive.
left them at home.
yeah, I mean, brass knuckles at the temple, bit of internal hemorrhaging, you die pretty quick.
Yeah. All right, Shade.
I'm just gonna try and stab this guy.
Alrighty, roll some stabbing.
Stabbing with a
Roll the
+5.
stab
With a +5.
with a +5. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna stab him wherever.
Would he be distracted because of me careening out and killing his friend immediately?
You've already got a +5.
I just like the idea that you run out and punch some dude's head off, and 5H43 is like, I'm just gonna stab him. Like, why you gotta be so fucking dramatic?
Are you stabbing him anywhere specific?
In the back!
No, just wherever I can hit.
Okay, so
I'm
you-
lucky if I hit them. To be fair.
Yeah, so you hit him in like the left shoulder, and you've done 9 damage, which is nothing to sneeze at.
Does all of this versus soft armor and hard armor matter?
I'm gonna say because you got the
don't know
drop
what
on.
it means.
I'm gonna say because you snuck up on him. To make this simpler, he's only got like a vest on. If it was in the like throes of combat, it will make it more of a difference. But I'm saying you're sneaking up on someone from behind. I'm gonna say you could miss it if you really wanted to.
I've had a lot of time to prepare for this attack.
Yeah. Did you want to go again, or are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. This will be with a +2 instead because of the -3 of taking an extra action. Oh fuck, man! Dang.
We're just good at
I
killing.
really don't understand what's happened to Shade. Remember there was that session where I fired like 6 shots and missed every single one of them. But I've just stabbed this guy twice.
Stab him for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is 7 just the other shoulder?
7 is right leg. So you like stabbed him in the ass, where he does not have any armor, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Well.
10 damage.
He didn't have any armor on his arm. That's why I didn't bother with you armor.
Can I stab him again?
Damn it. Let him make a save because now he's in more. And okay, yeah. You stabbed a guy to death.
Can I stab him again?
Yeah, feel free.
Here's me coming out, crawler, punching a guy in the head to death, looking pretty like super strong.
That was surprisingly
Shit.
clinical.
Shade comes out and fucking
Stab.
Stab,
Oh,
stab,
you're
stab,
dead.
stab.
Stab.
keep stabbing.
I like the idea both of you think the other one is being a bit excessive.
You're like, damn man, calm down, as your hands are literally dripping in blood and brain bit.
Guys, I have a plan. So Dog Grubs is going to suggest to them that for the purposes of stealth, Trip and Shade, not like completely, but enough to kind of passing in the dark, disguise themselves as security guards, so they can stand up to the doors, so that if the cameras start working or film walks past, it looks normal.
I mean, I'm literally walking around in security guard like armor thing still.
Perfect then.
Okay.
Oh,
As I was
yeah.
going to say, the
Okay,
one
change
whose
into
head
the
is
not
bashed in-
stabbed.
Yeah, the one whose head is bashed in, his armor is still in a good state. His armor and outfit is still in a good state. The other guy less so.
Yeah, I'll just get all swagged
Okay,
out in.
yeah.
Nah, and then just, I guess, leave the bodies where they are. Oh, kick them into the dock.
Okay, so you're taking a few minutes to do that. Doc and Larry, what are you guys doing?
So Dog Grubs is going to start up his crane.
Woo!
Larry's going to swing Larry out of the thing, and then Dog Grubs is going to climb out onto the crane and follow him along.
I'm going to rappel down.
Propel down onto the roof.
Johnny English.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm not going to make you roll for that. I assume you make it.
Actually,
Actually, what is Doc Grubb's operate heavy machinery?
a 1.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Because there's no like time limit on this necessarily. Like if this is in like the heat, like a firefight, I'll make you roll to make sure you. But like you fumble around for about 5-10 minutes trying to work out, and you have some fun with like you're like trying to work out what goes up, what goes down. But you manage to get it around until you get Larry above the right warehouse.
Alright, and then once Dog Grubs gets to the roof.
Yep. So you head over to the roof too as well. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and drop a line over the side to allow the other two to give us their gas grenades, because they had those and we didn't.
Mhm.
So quickly grab those and then look for some vents or like skylights or anything on the roof.
Yeah, so there's some skylights on there. I mean, you know that Shade has already deactivated alarms, so you feel quite confident just to open them up.
Larry's just going to repel straight through the skylight.
So, gonna say everyone put the Grubs is gonna gas masks on, and yeah, him and Larry are gonna pump 4 grenades through 4 separate skylights to make for the building, I guess.
Guess we're putting our things on. Okay.
Yeah, just in case there's any leakage.
Yeah.
Have we done the grenade yet, or are we doing that?
Oh, we just did that.
So you just dropped some grenades in there.
Smoke grenade, gas grenades, poisonous gas grenades.
The poison, the deadly gas grenades.
Poison gas grenade.
The poison gas grenade. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Are you just giving that a minute to brew?
Yep, we're gonna give it a minute to smoke them out.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Larry's going to do a little jig on the roof.
Do any of them try and leave?
Larry and Doc Grubb, roll me some awareness.
Oh, Doc Grubs is gonna try and check out this shebang and keep an eye out the door on the door. But I will also roll you awareness.
Alright. Okay. Fisheye Larry, you hear when you let off the gas grenades in there. Initially,
this is a child sweatshop.
no, you hear a lot of thumping coming from this far end here, and as well as sort of over towards here. Sort of spread out in a couple locations, but mainly towards the front and back. Quickly that dies. That initially is quite frantic, but that eventually dies down, and that sort of like stops. But that's basically what you make out. And
so, just gonna put it out there. You know the guys we're investigating?
Yeah.
We're investigating them for human trafficking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just consider the implications of what we just did.
I mean,
That'd be the second lot of them that we've killed.
We didn't tell you to throw grenades into there. You just decided to do that. You can deal with the shame.
I mean,
Yeah.
Doc Grubs is not any
We
shame.
were just going to drop a C4 boat on the warehouse.
It's true.
I just
I'm
want to cut through the
going
fence.
full of C4 on the warehouse.
so
I'm just suggesting that we should be prepared for the fact that we might go in there and find a whole bunch of dead slaves.
Yeah.
Well, they're not slaves anymore.
They're not. They're free to live their deaths as they will.
So yeah, how long are you letting that like brew?
Give it 5 minutes, and then I guess I'll repel by the side of the building.
Okay, so
I'm going to open the skylight and repel in the skylight.
okay, so who's going in? So Larry's going in through the skylight. Where's everyone going in through?
Doc Grubs is going to come in through this door.
Okay,
I'm
are
assuming
you being
he'll come
sneaky
through
about it?
the
Or you just like kicking the door down?
I'll just open it normally with my gun at the ready.
It is currently locked, unfortunately.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll use my cyber fist to force it open.
Okay, yeah.
I will get through this door.
I'll say Trip and Shade, when you search the guards, you manage to find like key cards which allow you swipe access to the doors.
Okay.
So you're able just to swipe into the front door. Are you going in as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait outside just in case anyone turns up.
Okay, so sort of when you hear the splintering of a door breaking down the side, you sort of figure, okay, well, Doc Grubbs has gone in, so you sort of swipe the key code, and the massive sort of rolling door you sort of begins to roll up. As you do, a lot of like some of the residual smoke, which is still sat there, sort of manages to get out, and it is initially quite thick, but quickly starts clearing. Doc Grubbs at the back there, You firstly come across what appears to be a dead guard, sort of towards the back of the warehouse there. You then come across here. There's just lots and lots of boxes. Most of them marked dangerous live cargo, which has it's basically lots and lots of cages, but it's not people.
Pardon?
But it's not people.
Can we see in the cages?
Yes. As the smoke starts clearing, you're able to make out the bodies of animals, lots of different types of animals. There are dogs. There's some bears, actually. There's even some sort of apes and things like that. But there's like about 20 or 30 like large cages, sort of like in this sort of back portion here, which are just full of dead animals.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
I almost wish they were people.
Oh yeah, Trip
What animal?
and Larry, as you come in from the front and the sort of the ceiling, you come across the people. So there's a long one here, long cage there, which was which is just full of not loads, but about like 5 or 6 humans, mainly younger people in fairly good sort of physical health that you can see. Well, they were.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, not so much now. But yeah, they seem just quite peaceful, if anything. But then there's also sort of in this sort of region, lots of just pallets of crates and boxes of things that you don't know what. What do you do?
Immediately, I'm going to look in the crates.
Okay, yeah. You get in there, and what is your? Do you have any skills in like sciences or anything like that?
Right, so I have a 3 in education.
Okay, yeah, no,
and a 3 in teaching.
A 3 in teaching. That's fair enough.
I have a bunch of like technical skills, but in the actual like individual like subjects, I didn't put anything into those because I didn't.
No, that's fair enough.
But...
Anything in? Oh, no, that's fair enough. In education, roll me some education.
Okay, I'm going to use 3 points of luck, which is the last bit of luck that I have.
Fucking damn, man!
And fucking smash it.
All right, so you took like a summer course for like extra credit 1 year, and you were helping out in like a biological sciences lab, and you were able to identify some of the stuff here, and you're able to distinguish it that it is stuff that's mainly used in biological sort of experimentation and research.
Excellent.
This stuff. That's about the most you can get. There are a couple crates which you do come across, which are labeled as hazardous chemicals, which are just a lot of various canisters of this and that.
Doc Grubbs would like to take samples of all of them.
Doc Grubbs, can you roll me some chemistry? Just for like general. You do have something in chemistry. Actually, no, you can use pharmaceuticals. This would be the same. Okay.
Also, because I'm never going to get a chance to use this skill again, can I roll zoology to take any rare or valuable organs from the animals?
You can roll zoology, yes.
I really feel that that's not what that skill was designed for.
So yes, unfortunately, you know that there isn't a huge market for. None of these animals were particularly. I mean, like there's apes and like there's bears and wolves and dogs and stuff, but and rats, but none of these animals are particularly expensive or difficult to acquire in their dead form. Like there might be a buyer for a live ape or a live bear, probably not so much a dead one outside of just taxidermy. So organs less so, unless you're into like the Chinese medicine scene or something like that.
All right, I'll roll the skin a bear then.
Okay, so whilst you're doing that, you managed to look at some of those chemicals as well, and you were able to discern that a lot of these chemicals are chemicals that are used in biological research, specifically genetic research. And yeah, that's what you got. You got a warehouse full of a lot of dead animals, some dead people, and a lot of chemicals and lab equipment.
Any paperwork or computers?
Not here, really. This does appear mainly just purely for the purposes of shipping.
Are there any kind of shipping logs or anything?
Yes. Oh no, you guys already. I'm going to say because there's no sort of time, like pressure here. You're able to take your time looking around here, and you do manage to locate some shipping manifests. It's
right.
Just by the front door. There's like a little terminal, which isn't locked. I mean, you're able with your key cards to get into it, and it just details like mainly just pallet numbers and dates of shipments. It appears that there's one every week, more or less, and that there's one scheduled for tomorrow morning, actually. And it just says, in terms of destination, it just says Project Alder.
I have. I think we rig workshop with C4. We get supplies from Crenshaw. We wait for boat to return. We hijack boat and we sail it to Project Alder. What say you?
We don't know where that is yet, though, do we?
You know,
You know that it's in that it's somewhere in the English Channel. You don't have a specific location on it, and the boat that is hasn't arrived yet to go there, so you don't have a.
Why we need remotely dig workshop? We don't blow up workshop until we already have boat.
You'd be able to surmise that the boat itself would have the coordinates punched into it.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Was we have a master hacker, and yeah. Now, if you excuse me, I'll resume being slightly, definitely not past that in the guard's office.
By this point, I imagine you sort of like caught your wind, and you're like.
Oh, I imagine I've put the bodies in the corner and now just sat at the desk watching the cameras like dum de dum de dum.
The cameras there just
images.
paused.
Yeah. Just sat there out the window in case somebody turns up. Gas mask on, but don't
even
rush.
though Shade would have said like I've looped the feed or something like that, he would have just gone like. Groovy.
I've looped the feed. Excellent. I am also hungry.
Some of us are doing real work here, Shade. Yeah, I would say by this point the gases are very much dissipated.
Cool.
Can we? Yeah, Matt. Can we? Is it possible to give Crenshaw a phone call?
You don't have his details, but you are. I mean, Dion, who's still waiting for you.
Can I make contact with Dion? I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm saying this is also like free time. Like, there's no pressure because you've taken out all guards essentially.
Alright, so
Cool. If this is free time, can I just continue stabbing one of them?
Run this past the party first. So proposal is, we offer Crenshaw the contents of the warehouse, or whatever he wants out of it, and in return he gives us all the supplies he can muster in terms of stuff we may or may not need to go to Project Order. Yeah, guns, people, explosives, whatever we can get our hands on, basically. And then we, take the boat, go there, see what's going on, blow shit up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because if one thing has been proven, we do have great success in storming head-on into blind traps.
That is true. No, it's never gone wrong for us. Normally, it goes wrong for what we're fighting in, though.
Yes,
And that worries me if it's a boat.
I mean, worse than worse, we can just boat ram them, wherever they may be.
I was more worried about the taking over the ship because we'll probably use C4 to do it.
Let's 18 the fuck out of Dion's boat.
I don't know what that means.
Like,
He's gonna soup it up like in like an hour with like
weld a bin to it.
weld scraps of metal to it.
Ed,
Make it shoot rockets and like drop oil.
with my knowledge of all the chemicals and stuff, could any of this be used to create a biological weapon?
Potentially, but it's not designed. It's not stuff for that. It's mainly like boring lab stuff that's purely meant to like help to like break down DNA and help with just like fuck around with chemicals and genetics and stuff like that. It's not necessarily like aerosolized super viruses or anything like that.
Alright, are we agreed on that plan of action?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm
Alright, so I get...
starting to flag now.
I know. I was actually going to call it there because that sort of came to a nice sort of point.
The heat is sapping my energy.
Yeah. No, I am flagging a little bit as well.
I'm back. Yeah, I think blowing it up is going to be a good idea. Blowing
Okay.
everything up.
Yes. Wait,
Whatever plan involves the most amount of destruction, I am all for.
So yeah.
I mean, Belgrave's got a bearskin, so in the downtime between now and next session, he's definitely not going to create a bearskin mask.
I mean, you've got
Why mask?
essentially a night to make.
What a coincidence! I was going to do the same thing with these two security guards. Where's 5H43 when you need him?
He was left outside alone with two dead guards and has just been stabbing them.
Carry on, buddy.
What I want to
Alright.
see is Doc Grubbs with something like this next session. Give me a second.
Tom, what does Elle make of your comments when she can't hear what we're saying?
It's alright, she's at work.
Fair enough.
Oh, which is a thing. Yeah, she can't make Saturday, unfortunately, because of work. Yeah.
If I'm entirely honest, I kind of assumed that was the case.
Yeah, dude, I kind of did as well. She's been working most Saturdays for fucking ages, so what are you gonna do? And
You're
yes,
not
I look
far
forward
off,
to
man,
seeing
not far off.
Bear Grubs.
Bear Grubs. Like Bear Grylls, but with more Russian and more death.
Oh yes.
And
I
more
may need to
piss.
leave like early on Sunday morning,
That's fine.
/ maybe late Saturday night, which probably won't. I'll probably leave like very early Sunday morning because that's going to be way more fun.
Where have you got to go?
Play American football.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
sure you had that last year.
I did,
You
but I think I
still
skipped
doing
it last year. So I started it again last weekend.
Oh yeah, you took time off there, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I regret it because I fucking hurt for 2 days. I started at running back and safety.
Dude, when you're
Those are
taking like
the
9
get hit a
guys,
lot ones.
you're gonna be sore, you know.
I feel
So-
like Ed knows these positions because he's the only one who knows anything about America.
I know a little bit.
I
I know
watch American
safety is the
football.
guy who
Do
hits
you?
people,
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
and the running back is the guy who runs a lot and
Yeah.
stands back.
And he has a spine.
Yeah.
Does. My spine popped 4 times in one tackle at one point.
You
All
may
the better
not
for
have a
breaking.
spine for much longer.
It,
That's
honestly,
that sounds like free chiropractic to me.
honestly, I stood up and I was like, God, my back feels so much better right now.
Oh, dude, keep it up for long enough, do enough damage to yourself, and you can be a quarterback.
Exactly.
So yeah, before I forget, Trip,
Yeah.
take a +1 to whatever you use your knuckle dusters with,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
boxing or
the difference.
melee. or whatever.
Shit. I don't know what that is. Let me just do a quick check.
Yeah, equally, Shay, take a +1 to whatever you stab with. I think that's melee, most likely.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Mr. Smith.
I didn't realise I had points in melee. I didn't realise that. That's why I was so surprised that I hit them.
Yeah.
What about points in resist poison?
I
and
swear
torture?
you practiced with your...
Yeah.
there for a
I
bit.
forgot I did that.
I mean, Mr. Smith, I feel like
Mhm.
the one I was gonna give you was resist torture, but the one roll you did of that, you fumbled it.
That did not help me. Yeah.
I'll give you a +1 to your Thai kickboxing, just
Fuck yeah.
Just because
just
you
'cause
used
you
it.
managed to actually use it.
I didn't roll a 1.
managed to have a little fight with a guy.
I did.
Yeah.
Little
I
tussle.
killed 2 people.
Yeah, you killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Actually, what is?
Killed 2 people, got incredible.
Oh, actually,
hand on
take a
doing it.
+1 to your handgun as well.
Oh yay.
The eye dart, isn't it?
Handgun is basically. I should just rename that to eye gun, shouldn't I?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
handgun / eye gun. Shade we order. You've got enough in interface. I'm just going to keep.
I only have
Actually-
5 in interface.
Actually, I'll give you a 1 more. I'll give you an extra 1 in interface. I just feel like you do so well in interface.
I mean, yeah, I somehow roll really well, having only ever had a 5 in interface.
Yeah, so you've got a +1 to that now. You got another 1. So you got 6.
Yeah, I've surprisingly never needed to use jury rig.
You're not jury.
Because jury rig is very situational.
Yeah. It's
That's a very because it is like you jury rig something up. So like whereas everyone else would have to use something for its intended purpose, a technician, a techie would be able to do it for something else, kind of.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
no, I
would do
totally
like the
get it.
18 shit, like yeah,
Mm.
like yeah, you're the one who'd be able to make like a pipe bomb out of just the stuff in a room, or like
As long as that room has pipes and bombs in it already.
hand bombs. Yeah, I mean you could jury rig it out of like a Pringles can.
Yeah, no. I'm not. It's not a
Hairspray.
complaint. It's just merely an observation.
Yeah.
Like we've not needed it. Like, but when I do, gonna be good.
Doc Groves, you can take a +1 to zoology. I'm sort of taking I'm sort of preempting that because you're going to spend a day like an evening and a night, like just carving open, dissecting. I'm going to say like a bear. So
I love that.
Doc Grubbs gets a +1 to that. Doc Grubbs.
Sam.
What?
You get a +1 to zoology
Woo.
because I'm going to say that you spend the night skinning, but also like indulging your like
Turning a
medical
bear
mind.
into a
Like,
sock puppet, you know.
they're just dissecting it, having fun, you know.
Oh man, these things have so many stomachs. Those are lungs. Oh, I'm not a good doctor.
And fisheye. Can't really. I'm feeling bad, but
Absolutely.
absolutely, if that was a skill, immediately. And you're aware. You rolled very well at awareness. You use that most, but your awareness is already 7. I'm not going to give you. I can't really give you an extra one of that just yet, just for that. So yeah, you'll have to wait. But yeah, so there we go.
I'm going to give myself 30 Pizza Hut.
Well done for 30 Pizza Hut.
Fuck. Pizza Hut's a damn good roll now.
36 Pizza Hut. You rolled a 2.
Fucking hell. Nerf Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Pizza
OP.
Hut OP. Exactly. Oh, this is a lot of fun.
There you go. Yeah, and it's nice to be able to like have like sessions one after the other, so like details get remembered.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great session, Ed. I'm
you,
gonna
Ed,
go and fucking jump in some ice because I'm dying, Pete.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think-
I might go sit in a freezer.
I need to jump off immediately because I need to take this headset off. My head's on fire.
Alright.
Thank you, Ed. Don't take it personally. We're all just burning.
I'll see most of you on the weekend.
Yeah, see you on the weekend.
Oh, yeah. See you on.
See
Saturday.
all of us.
Yeah, is any of
Oh, yeah.
us not going?
Nope, everybody's gonna be there.
Richard, is Joe going?
No.
Damn it.
I mean,
Richard,
he's
are
actually
you
not a
going?
real person. I have to record twice, once from each point, each half of the
I
conversation.
fucking knew it.
Oh man, and here was me thinking Joe is so much funnier than Richard.
Well, that's because by then he's already heard it through once, so he knows how to make good jokes.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see, clever.
Practice, you know.
No, I will see you guys on Saturday.
See you on Saturday.
It's fucking weird to say that.
Yeah.
It's weird, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Boy.
None of us are actually going to leave now. There we go.
Exactly. No one leaves.
I mean, I'm going to be here for a sec, writing up the